Transmission Company of Nigeria has stated that the non-payment of a 457 billion naira debts owned by stakeholders in the industry has been a key factor affecting the company's ability to carry out its duties and perform optimally. The Executive Director of Transmission System Provider at TCN, Engineer Oluwawenga Ajiboye, reveals that at a 3-day media workshop organized for power correspondents in Kefi, Nasarawa State, themed Understanding the Critical Role of TCN in Nigeria Electricity Supply Industry. According to Ajeboye, the heavy debt burden has not only significantly affected power transmission, but issues relating to the right of way have also hindered the smooth erection of transmission towers to deliver electricity to Nigerians. He added that TCN is being owed 217 billion naira as legacy debt and the remaining 240 billion naira for services rendered to distribution companies, DECRIES, while reaffirming TCN's commitment to transparency, accountability, and sustained engagement with the media as critical partners in shaping public understanding of the power sector. Please, I'd love to get your thoughts on this statement. I don't know if you've had under power supply for any period of time. Have you experienced this? And firstly, in the way there was, I've had a conversation with you when there was a call that the Asu Villa was owing the distribution company about 4 trillion naira, if I'm not mistaken. And I've had that conversation with you, and you asked few questions over that why would that happen? You know, although there were other reasons
when
attached
they
to
said
that.
there's a kind of solar.
Yes, and we had that conversation. But this is about 457 billion naira. You know, I want to get your thoughts on that. Are we, from the fact that we've actually gotten to, you know, engage in loans from different countries, and we generate revenue as a country from tax payments and otherwise, why do we still owe?
Ajiboye did not say consumers. He said stakeholders.
Yes.
Eventually, it trickled down to DECRIES. It's clear. You and I is not owing.
No, I'm talking about the national revenue here.
What is revenue involved? You are talking about electricity.
Why are they being owned? That's the question.
That should be asking the question now. It says stakeholders. They should interface. They know themselves. We have the transmission whatever company. They have the distribution whatever company. They have the power and so on. So they should interface. Does it call for media runs? It doesn't call for, you are trying to now say we are not the problem. Look at what our problem is. The problem is not the media, it's not you, it's not I. They say stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? He said it's DECRIES. That is it. So, you want to now tell us that because of DECRIES you are not having light. And in the first place, how effective, how efficient is the electricity? That you live in a particular 1 month, 2 months, no light. Then, how can it be getting paid when there are no meters? And these electricity officials will come around and cut corners. It's corruption. The DECRIES self, they say sabotage themselves. It's not when they get money, pay the TCN, the transmission company. So, what they're saying, they know themselves.
Yeah, we know that.
They know themselves, not you and me.
And
they know themselves.
They are different distribution companies and all of that.
Does he want us to go and fight the people? He said they are stakeholders. Talk with them, interface with them, and let's know the way forward. Yeah,
I think in this call, it's more like a government.
It's not. Most of the powers were privatized. They were privatized. So they bought power stations here and there. So they know the stakeholders. And even there are people who also sell this power to them too. So it's within them. It's madness among in the madhouse. What are we discussing? Yeah, there's a conference in Nasarawa, and what will happen? Is Nasarawa press people, are they the stakeholders, are they going to demand the debt for you? That are owing you? Is it the media or Chidema is owing you? So you have mentioned the stakeholder. Who are the stakeholders? Okay, tell us the stakeholder. You have just mentioned one stakeholder. Is this the government? I've told this thing that power can be unbundled. The government has made it easy for people to give power. You can run your own electricity. And they pay your bills to the government. I've told a particular people in a chair here, they run 24 hours light. This year, this is not involved. People had a solar farm that they supply it. And government will grant you license. That's why I have electricity regulatory authority. So I don't know why we should be tearing our heads. As a truth, now that there are what called host communities right, 3% from their downstream sector and sector under the PR law. Communities should put their heads safe together and unite their own power. It's easy. So please, let's save all this space. They keep using it over the years. We have suffered from light, and that is what's also affecting our economy, affecting industry, everything. Now maybe you are using generator. Who knows? How much will it make? Why won't it be cost in the market? And you are blaming petrol. It's the power. I thank God they're not blaming that the supply of power, like the diesel and gas, is not there. It's them. Because most of the cost in the market, cost of materials in the market also created by electricity. Because these companies need light to manufacture. You need light to generate, to cool your things. It's no longer fuel. It's electricity. That is it. So people should cry aloud that why we have cost of materials everywhere is because of electricity. Because the manufacturer need light. If you are buying fuel, burning your diesel to manufacture, what do you want? You want to also recover. So if there is electricity there, the cost will go low. So let's begin to look for alternative. That's my own advice.
Okay, let's look for alternative, and it should be something that should be settled amongst themselves and not.
They should go and sort out themselves. They should leave us alone.
Well, but like they say that if the payment hasn't been made, that the power distribution will actually be hindered, and I'm sure that we will not want that to happen. So, like you stated, do you have something to say? Like you stated, something has to be done about that. Although I am saying that for this call, there could be need for a government intervention in that situation.
Which government?
Yes, and I remember
do you know that
there's been subsidy
removal
removal from electricity. What did you say?
Do you know Dangote industries run their own electricity and supply light to the host communities there? If you go to those areas, they have cement industries. Yes. So individuals now run in my house now. It's solar use. There's alternative. That's the point.
So you're saying that there should be alternative.
That's what I say. Alternative. They should allow this to be. When there is competition, they will sit up. They will not complain of debt. When there is challenge, when there is a competition, now look at the dancing set or sector now. People have been given licenses to run modular refineries and so on and so forth. With time, this things will come down. Because before, now Nigerian indigenous companies are now also drilling oil, getting crude. That recently I learned that Fidelity Bank funded one export terminal where an indigenous company can now export their own oil, can now export crude. So this is what we need, this competition. It's not like you're going to the Bonny terminal to export to government channel. Now individual companies are building export terminals. We need competition. It can send out 10,000 barrels of crude per day. From that angle of this. So when there's a competition, people will sit up. So they've not gotten competitive partners. If there's competition, these stories will not be coming up.
Okay.